You want to sell 2,000 copies, sleep with my husband, and still act like you unbothered. Watch this. Those were the last words Cardi B allegedly texted Saweetie before the unthinkable happened. And now, the internet will never be the same. It's been confirmed. A leaked intimate video showing Saweetie and Offset Cardi's husband is real. And insiders say the person responsible for leaking it was Cardi herself. Let that sink in. But this isn't just celebrity gossip. This is career-ending sabotage, public humiliation, and the spark of a female rap war so brutal, it's already pulling in Alistair's labels and legal teams. Because after Cardi leaked the tape, Nicki Minaj publicly defended Saweetie. Yes, Nicki Minaj, Cardi's longtime rival, siding with the woman accused of breaking Cardi's home. And now, social media is in flames. Fans are divided. Memes are vicious. Allegiances are being questioned. But what really happened? Why did Cardi really go after Saweetie? How long had the Offset Saweetie rumors been true? What did Nicki know and when? And who's behind this second tape that's supposedly about to leak? Because trust us, this is just the beginning. You think this is about clout? No, this is about revenge, calculated, vicious, public. And by the end of this story, only one woman will be left standing. Because this time, there's no forgiveness, no PR spin, and no coming back to understand why Cardi B leaked the tape. To understand how Saweetie got involved with Offset, and to understand why Nicki Minaj, of all people, is now defending Saweetie, you have to go back, way back, because this story didn't start in 2024, it started in 2020 in a green room. Backstage at the BEE Awards, the beginning of the BEE back then, Cardi and Saweetie were industry friendly, smiles at award shows, occasional IG comments, rumors of a girl power collab that never happened. But according to multiple insiders, that collab didn't happen for one reason. Offset didn't want it to. Why? Because Offset had allegedly already been texting Saweetie on the low. Long before the rumors ever surfaced, he and Cardi were working through things after his previous cheating scandal. But behind the scenes, Offset was allegedly deeming Saweetie under a burner account tied to his old management company, according to one source from Saweetie's team. Offset would comment on her stories using a dummy page. He called her the icy upgrade. At first, she ignored it, but then the labels started whispering, "It wouldn't be a bad look if y'all were seen together, ... single quotes, and that's when the dominoes started to fall. Saweetie's struggle for our alleviance see fast. Forward to 2022. Saweetie's career had hit a plateau. Her singles weren't charting. Her debut album was delayed. Her team was pushing for a scandal to reignite public interest. And then, the Migos split, Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset were no longer the three-headed dragon. Offset was solo, available, and messy. And Saweetie was single after breaking up with Quavo. Do the math. People think it was Offset chasing her, one label exec said. But Saweetie had her own plan. She needed headlines, and Offset was the shortcut. The studio coincidence in early 2023. A video leaked of Saweetie leaving a studio in LA, the same studio Offset had been spotted at just hours earlier. The internet went wild, blogs speculated, fans connected dots. Cardi B posted a cryptic tweet, "Ain't nothing icy about betrayal." She deleted it, but the damage was done. Cardi's PAR and no I behind the scenes. Cardi was spiraling. Offset denied everything, swore there was no affair, said it was just studio business. But Cardi's instincts kicked in. She started checking his texts, showing up to the studio unannounced, calling people at 3 a.m., one stylist on her team revealed. And when Offset started locking his phone and changing his passwords, she knew. The explosion album sales SHA to what lit the fire wasn't the affair. It was the timing. In mid-2024, Saweetie finally dropped her long-delayed debut album, first week sales. Embarrassing. Just 1,970 units. Cardi couldn't help herself. She quote-tweeted a music blog and wrote, "Y'all hyped the icy princess for years, and this what she delivered. Chilly." Then added 3 clown emojis. The post went viral. 10 million impressions in under 3 hours. Saweetie responded in classic, "Icy fashion, I'd rather sell 2K than sell my soul for a marriage license." Boom. The tape, the beginning of the E&D according to a now deleted tweet from a major hip-hop blogger. Someone sent Cardi the tape last year. She held it, waited. And when Saweetie clowned her online, she hit publish. Allegedly, the video was filmed in a hotel suite. Security footage spliced with cell phone content. It showed Offset and Saweetie together alone, multiple nights. Not just one night, multiple. It wasn't grainy. It wasn't he said, she said. It was clear, undeniable. And Cardi leaked it to a fan account with 100K followers. A burner page she'd secretly been feeding content to for months. The page captioned the leak, "Y'all favorite icy girl been melting under Cardi's man the whole time." Nicki Minaj enters the WRLS then 24 hours later. Nicki Minaj posted a TikTok using Sawieetie's newest single. The caption, "No matter the numbers, real women stand." And that's when everything exploded. Nicki had just publicly sided with Saweetie, not just in music. In the scandal of the year, Cardi immediately unfollowed 15 mutuals. Blogger accounts started getting DMs from her team asking them to watch who they repost. What's that? The first twist, there was someone Ellison just when the world adjusted to the Cardi versus Saweetie versus Nicki chaos. The internet cracked wide open again because that wasn't the only tape. Someone leaked a second screenshot from the hotel footage. It showed a third person in the background of the suite. Female, red wig, wearing a distinctive tattoo on her shoulder, zoom in. And fans were 99% sure. It was JT from the City Girls. Fan reactions. Wait, what was JT doing in the suite? So Saweetie and JT? Offset out here creating his own rap label through Pillow Talk. I can't believe this. Was Cardi beefing with the wrong woman the entire time? Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion posts this, a single tweet. "It's always the messy ones calling you fake. No tags. No names, but the fans." Immediately assumed she was talking about Cardi. Legal warfare BGNS Cardi. Team begins sending takedown requests to every major platform that reposted the video. YouTube. Creators get copyright strikes. Fan pages get suspended. Even Twitter X users receive warnings. And Saweetie files an injunction. Her legal team demands full investigation into how the footage was leaked, restraining order preventing Cardi from referencing her publicly on damages for emotional distress and reputational harm. But Saweetie wins the INTRNIT while Cardi fights lawsuits. Saweetie's diss track skyrockets to number 3 on Apple Music. She drops new merch overnight. Icy but untouchable hoodies, and fans notice. Nicki is now executive producing Saweetie's next single. Final THOUGHT, everyone thought Saweetie was just a pretty face. Everyone thought Cardi would win the war by hitting below the belt. But Saweetie turned the scandal into a comeback, and Cardi is now in danger of being seen as the villain in her own movie. But it's not over. Not even close. The world thought the worst was over. Cardi had already leaked Saweetie's tape. Nicki had publicly backed Saweetie. Offset was hiding. And JT was now in the frame literally. But the real drama was still loading. Because what happened next wasn't just shocking. It was career-ending, and it started with a voice note Cardi thought she deleted. The leaked voice, unobtained anonymous insider, sent an exclusive voice note to multiple blog pages. The voice, unmistakably Cardi. And here's what she said. "I don't care if it takes every dollar I got. She embarrassed me publicly. She crossed the F*** in line. Y'all talking about sympathy. I gave her silence. I gave her chances. She leaked that Nicki collab behind my back. She slept with my man. So yeah, I leaked it. And I'll leak more. Yes, Cardi confessed. She didn't just admit to the leak, she revealed a motive no one saw coming. Saweetie was trying to launch a collab with Nicki behind Cardi's back. The icing on the cake reveals Saweetie wasn't just hooking up with Offset, she was allegedly using the scandal as a springboard to get a Nicki feature that Cardi had already turned down. One source close to the situation said, Cardi felt cornered. Saweetie made her look weak. And the Nicki thing. That was personal. And then came the shocking leak of the demo track, the unreleased track, Frozen Lace. Snippet of an unreleased Saweetie x Nicki Minaj song titled Frozen Lace dropped on SoundCloud and went viral in 20 minutes. Saweetie raps about icy chains that won't break under pressure. Nicki comes in with a bar, tried to clown me with a clown. But now she's stuck in the tent. Fans went insane. Everyone knew who it was aimed at. Brand deal fallout BGINs just hours after the voice note leak. Cardi's PR team is in full crisis mode. Major brands begin distancing. Fashion Nova quietly archives several. Cardi, Pepsi, removes a scheduled promo post. A planned Super Bowl ad featuring Cardi is suddenly delayed. One marketing exec told a blog anonymously, the cheating was messy, but the voice note, the revenge element, that's legally toxic. The backstab from WITH, but the question remains, how did the Cardi voice note leak? It wasn't a hack. It wasn't a fan, it was someone inside her own team. Insider reports claim that Cardi's longtime publicist, Mel, had been growing distant. Mel allegedly had ties to Atlantic Records, who also works with Nicki. Mel was managing PR cleanup during the first Offset cheating scandal, and now, a new account named @CARDI Files dropped emails showing Mel forwarding Cardi's audio to a third party. Cardi unfollowed Mel 6 hours later. The caption, imagine paying your team to destroy you. I fumbled trusting a snake. Tweet's response, AGAIN, Ewan BOTHREDs, Cardi, crashes and burns. Saweetie posts an Instagram reel of herself laughing in slow motion while walking past paparazzi. Caption, losing followers? Nah, I'm gaining billboards. Fans are eating it up. One top comment, she took humiliation and flipped it into a rollout. Marketing genius. Nicki pulls the SDRNG's Nicki Minaj, makes her boldest move yet. She announces Frozen Lace will drop as a surprise release at midnight. Full video. Directed by Benny Boom, and a real icy queen will be starring beside me. The video teaser. Nicki and Saweetie side by side, walking through a snowy palace wearing diamond crowns and matching furs. This ain't no tape. This is a throne. Cardi's counterattack via lesson, a desperate move. Cardi posts, y'all want real bars? I'll give you blood. She previews a diss track titled Exposure Therapy, targeting both Nicki and Saweetie. Lyrics include Plastic Princess, Icy Facade, feature hopping like a fraud, run to Nicki cause your fan's gone. Still can't chart without a thong, but the backlash is immediate. Critics call it bitter. Fans say it's too little, too late, and worst of all, Spotify removes the track after a DMCA claim filed by Nicki's label Offset. Still not talking. Every outlet begs for a statement. Offset posts one thing. A photo of him holding his daughter with Cardi. Caption, this my piece. Y'all can keep the mess. But fans aren't buying it. One viral reply. If you wanted peace, you wouldn't be out here rotating icy girls like sneakers. The next tape. A bomb waiting to drop. Sources now confirm. A second tape exists. It includes tech tape. It includes audio from a FaceTime between Cardi and Offset, where Offset admits he wasn't done with Saweetie. The leak is currently being shopped to media outlets by an anonymous former assistant. And get this, the assistant allegedly worked with both Cardi and Nicki during the early 2019 award circuit. The revelation, nobody saw COMING, in the final twist of the night. Megan Thee Stallion goes live. She doesn't say much. Just this, y'all forgot who the real shooters are? I told y'all they was fake back when they posted me, then ghosted me. And then she plays a snippet of a beat, with Saweetie's vocals on it, a three-way collab. Nicki, Saweetie, Megan versus Cardi alone. The Cardi B vs. Saweetie scandal isn't just a gossip story anymore, it's a full-scale cultural explosion. It's split the rap industry, shaken the brand world, and mobilized fans into digital armies. And at the center of it all, 3 women, 1 marriage, 2 tapes. And a war that's now affecting everything from radio rotations to red carpet invites. Brands back OUTFAST after the leaked voice note where Cardi allegedly admitted to orchestrating the release of the Saweetie tape. Major sponsors began vanishing like smoke. Fashion Nova wiped Cardi's page from their homepage. Sources say they're reviewing brand ethics clauses. Balenciaga internally paused future collabs per leaked Slack screenshots. Pepsi, a scheduled Cardi commercial for their holiday campaign, gone. Pulled, replaced last minute with Megan Thee Stallion. One insider said brands don't want to gamble on someone who could be named in a harassment lawsuit. Radio and streaming make moves. Cardi's latest single, Exposure Therapy, quietly disappeared from 3 Spotify-curated playlists. Apple Music removed her from 2 Women in Rap banners. Meanwhile, Salty's track Frozen Lace Feet. Nicki Minaj just hit number 2 on Apple Music Global. Back to Icy, her surprise solo drop is projected to debut at number 5 on Billboard Hot 100. Barda Gang V's. Barb's Fees Icy Ganj the. Fan war is out of control. #CARDI canceled trended for 36 hours. Straight hashtag protect Saweetie reached 3 million tweets. Nicki. Stans posted memes of Cardi's team jumping ship. One viral tweet. Cardi's team left faster than Offset during a vow renewal. But the most savage clapback. From a Barb's fan who tweeted Offset leaked into Saweetie. Cardi leaked into irrelevance. Nicki leaked into Billboard. Megan makes ITOF ACIA after her cryptic live. Megan Thee Stallion posts a full joint statement with Saweetie. We don't tear down women. We uplift them, even when they're under attack. Frozen Queen's EP dropping next month. Yes, Megan plus Saweetie plus Nicki on a joint project, with a tour rumored to follow, and guess what it's called? The Meltdown Tour's Logan. When Icy Girls burn the throne, Cardi unfollows EVRYONN, what fans are calling the Meltdown Spiral. Cardi B unfollowed Nicki, Saweetie, Megan, and even JT deleted 18 tweets, blocked 5 rap T pages on disabled comments on her last 5 posts. She then tweeted, "Don't play with fire if you ain't heat-proof. Remember I built this wave y'all riding?" Fan response, "Girl, you built a tsunami and drowned in it. The only thing you built was the playlist Nicki just took over. You leaking more than your man's texts. You leaking more than your man's texts." Media headlines go, CRA's Wireling Stone. The Queen Wars, Cardi's empire collapsing while Saweetie rises. Complex, from side piece to superstar. How Saweetie flipped Cardi's betrayal into a Billboard comeback. TMZ, Nicki Minaj steps into the fire, defends Saweetie amid tape scandal, the shade room. Not Cardi's fans turning on her. What happened to WAP? A&Rs speak OUT. Multiple A&Rs have now started posting anonymously on Reddit and Clubhouse under burner accounts. What they're saying? Cardi's next project is at risk. Studio sessions are being canceled. Some producers are choosing Saweetie over her. The label is in panic mode. One leaked group chat shows an Atlantic exec saying, "This went from damage control to disaster real fast." Music industry power SHIFT. Before the scandal, Saweetie was seen as a batir. Artist Cardi was untouchable. Nicki was iconic. But distant Megan was rebuilding now. Saweetie equals A-list, Cardi equals radioactive, Nicki equals queen of chess, Megan equals back in demand. Labels are switching loyalty. Bloggers are switching tone. PR agents are refusing to touch Cardi's name. Comment sections are INS&I YouTube videos covering the story have millions of comments. Here are just a few. I used to stan Cardi, not anymore. That voice note ruined it for me. Saweetie is proof that revenge is best served icy cold. A key never loses. Y'all just slow to realize she's 10 moves ahead. Cardi exposed Saweetie, but exposed herself harder. And one that got 85,000 likes. Offset got the most women involved in one scandal since the Bible. The juiciest fan theory yet. Reddit now believes Offset leaked the second FaceTime tape himself. Why? To spite Cardi to protect Saweetie escape liability, he's allegedly working on a Talal doc series. Title. Trapped in the castle, the real story behind the tape streaming networks are fighting over it already. And then, a final bomb DROPs. Nicki posts a story. A photo of a contract. The visible line. Joint ownership of masters between NMS WMS effective 2024. That's Nicki, Saweetie, and Megan. Owning their songs. Together independently. Meaning. Cardi may have the drama, but they have the legacy. Offset was quiet for too long, and when he finally spoke, he didn't give the apology everyone expected. Instead, he went live from an untagged location, wearing sunglasses, sitting in a dimly lit studio, chainless. No beat, no filter, just pain in his voice and a phone shaking in his hand. Y'all want the truth? He said, looking straight into the camera. You really want to know what happened in that room? Over 600,000 people tuned in instantly, the number climbing by the second. Cardi knew, he said. She, Ben, knew. We wasn't good for a long time. She knew I was seeing Saweetie, but she didn't care. Until Nicki got involved. The comments went ballistic. Offset confirms affair. Cardi knew. This man is trying to save himself. But Offset wasn't done. He paused the live, reached down, and when he came back up, he held a phone and played something that shattered every expectation. It was a screen recording of a voicemail. Cardi's voice, frantic, distorted with rage. Don't let that be asterisk, 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 thinks she winning. Don't let her get comfy. I want her gone from this industry. It was Cardi, instructing someone, allegedly her old PR agent, to plant noise about Sahai's ex being abusive and to dig up her contract issues. It was war, manufactured and Offset. He was tired of being her soldier. While fans processed this new betrayal, Saweetie posted an unbothered carousel. Icy diamonds, champagne, and a cryptic caption. The truth don't need makeup. It glows on its own. The comments were flooded with supporters, barbs, and new Icy Gang fans saying the same thing. She won. But behind that perfect lighting, Saweetie was dealing with her own storm. Because while the internet dragged Cardi, someone from Saweetie's past sent a message that blew a hole through the narrative. Tell them the leak wasn't her. Tell them who really sent it. An anonymous page posted screenshots showing that the hotel's internal Wi-Fi network was hacked the night of the incident. The metadata on the original file wasn't from Saweetie. It was from someone listed only as L. Thomas, Cardi's former assistant. The twist: that same assistant had worked for both women and was now missing. No socials. No phone on record. Blogs tried to contact her, but the response was eerie. This number has been disconnected. Then came the subpoena. A legal notice hit Cardi's team at 10:43 a.m. The next day, signed by Saweetie's legal rep, backed by Nicki's private entertainment lawyer. Charges: defamation, emotional damages, intentional distribution of private material, and witness intimidation. The documents were leaked almost instantly. Cardi's response: silence for 12 hours. Then she posted a photo, black and white, no caption, just her hand holding her daughter's. A desperate move for sympathy. Fans were divided. Some said it was motherhood. Others said it was manipulation. Either way, the moment was short-lived because Nicki Minaj was already 5 moves ahead that night. She went live for only 5 minutes. Let me explain something to y'all, she said, adjusting her crown. When people show you who they are, believe them. When they beg for sympathy after breaking another woman's peace, they don't deserve your ears. They deserve your silence. Then she smiled. And if you thought that was the end, you've clearly never seen what a queen can do when her throne's been tested. She paused, lifted her phone, and flipped the screen. A blurred document appeared with the words "Distribution Rights, Frozen Queens Tour Documentary." That's right. Nicki, Saweetie, and Megan were not just making music. They were making a film. A behind-the-scenes expose on sisterhood, sabotage, and industry warfare. Set to drop the same week Cardi's next album was originally scheduled, Top Pure. Cold-blooded chess while Cardi's team scrambled to regroup. A burner account dropped an unreleased email thread between Cardi and her former assistant, the missing L. Thomas. In it, Cardi allegedly approved multiple digital transfers of backup footage, instructed Elle to loop the blogs first, then nuke it with a fan page drop, and referred to Saweetie as the test dummy before the real drop. The real drop. What was the real drop? Then came the shocker. An audio file posted to SoundCloud, disguised under a random username, Nails Burries. The voice on the recording was unmistakable Megan Thee Stallion. I told her not to do it. I told her this wasn't the one, but she ain't listen. So now we exposing everything. Then Nicki's voice. You sure about this? Once it drops, there's no going back. Megan again. I ain't scared. Let it burn. The file ends with a deep inhale and the sound of a flash drive clicking into a port. The implication: a third tape exists, and this one wasn't about Offset. It wasn't about Saweetie. It was about Cardi, someone she had been protecting the whole time. The final twist was that she wasn't acting alone, so now you know the truth. Or at least the piece they let you see. Because if there's one thing that's clear, this wasn't about a tape, this wasn't about a man, this was about power, control, ego, survival, and now the Queen's Court is falling apart. Offset has spoken. Saweetie came out untouched and 10 times hotter. Nicki flipped a diss war into an empire. And Cardi is facing legal heat, public backlash, and a mysterious third drop that hasn't hit the internet yet but is already shaking her. Labeled dot. So now the real question is, are you ready for what's coming next? Because part 2 won't be about what Cardi did. It'll be about what Cardi has been hiding all along. The fake sister. The NDA with a buried artist. The unreleased collab that was pulled at the last second because she knew it would expose her. Connections to a massive pay-for-play playlisting scheme. And that third tape, let's just say, it features a name nitrogen monoxide one is expecting, a voice, a face, and receipts tied to a $1 billion brand deal that'll have jaws on the floor. So here's what you need to do. Drop your wildest theory in the comments. Was it really just about Saweetie? Was Offset the real puppet master? Or is there another woman behind all of this, waiting for her moment? Smash the like button if you're Team Icy, Team Barb, or just here for the truth. Subscribe right now, because when that third tape drops, we're naming names, and trust us. The next woman to be exposed is bigger than all of them. Part 2. The storm is coming. Stay woke. Stay ready, and remember, in this game of queens, somebody always ends up checkmated. Somebody always ends up checkmated.